Good morning, everyone. This is a continuation of my bluebird. I'm calling this one the bluebird on a metal stand because it's a little different than my first video of drawing another bluebird. So as you can see, we've already really got a good start on this. And really with only a few different colors of pencils. As I've said previously, I'm using the light ultramarine, a 140 Polychromos, for the main color of the bird. Now, there's a little bit of darker blue on this, and I used the phthalo blue 110 for the darker colors. I also use this on the eye and on the beak. Also, to show the depth, you've got to have some different variations of color. I used the indigo blue. Oops, where is my indigo blue? Anyway, I used some indigo blue for the deepness of the very, very dark area of the eye. You must have a stump, a blender stump, to kind of help with blending of the colors. It helps to push the color into the pastel mat that I'm using. And this is an area where I haven't used a blender, and you can tell just by using the blender how it pushes those colors down into the pastel mat and makes it a little bit more prominent. Now there's actually some areas I really don't want to blend. I want to leave those pencil marks kind of the way they are. And then for the rose color on the bluebird's chest and neck, I'm using Rose Carmine 124, and I've gotten a fairly good start on that. So when I'm at this stage, even though I've got the outline of the bird already drawn, I want to kind of reinforce, where my lines are going to go. And you just kind of go down and follow along with the picture. I put my line in there so that I kind of know where the rose color should go. And as I've been filling in with this rose color, you can see I've left some white area in there. And that's intentional because if you look at the bird, those little short feathers, some of those are white, and you want to leave those kind of white. I may have to go back in and fill in just a little bit with this. But just start in and start putting your rose color in. This side over here is pretty patchy, so I'm not going to do as much. Just basically follow the colors and the pattern on the bird, and you'll be successful. I'm free-holding my camera today, so I hope it's not too shaky for you. I thought I could maybe get a better shot at the colors that I'm using. These are the pencils I've used, my blender stumps. I've got a few over here. So this is what I'm trying to show everyone. With just a few of the right color pencils, you can really start to make a very nice portrait of a bird and a big impact on what you're drawing. There again, the most important thing before you ever start is to choose your colors wisely. I try to get the colors to match as closely as I can to the actual photograph, but sometimes you have to give a little bit in order to get two colors that really go well together. And I felt like these two, for the rose-colored chest and the actual blue color of the bird, they go together rather well. Now, with that being said, I will use, a few darker blues to put in some of the darker area detail here. But just jump in, follow along with what I have gone with, fill in, and I'm going to start next, I think, on these outside feathers. Short little pencil marks. And as you can see, you don't want to make this even across there because as in the picture, those white feathers are kind of toothed in to the blue. Come down here and I'm going to put in my lines that I kind of want to follow here. Kind of plan out your drawing so that you always know where you're going to go next. You know what colors you're going to use and just go ahead and fill in short little pencil lines to portray the feathers. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in some of this blue, a little bit more of the rose carmine on the chest, and I'm going to come down. I'll put my marks in there where I kind of want to come down on the chest with this color and make it a little patchy. Again, as I've said in my previous video, it's not a fill in the whole area. Short little pencil strokes to imitate the feathers. And after I get this filled in, I'll be back with the next video. Thanks for watching.